Yeah, and so what advice, George, would you give to an apartment investor or maybe somebody that buys a portfolio of SFR, maybe a large SFR portfolio? What advice would you give them about vetting out a good contractor? That's, it's definitely 80-20 or even 90-10, 10% or 20% of the contractors are decent and really 5% are probably really good. And 80 to 95% of them suck. So what kind of advice would you pass along to our audience that you've learned both for resi and for commercial about vetting out a good contractor and who to pick?
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. So I noticed when I first started with the construction company that a lot of investors don't take the time. Like they just want the cheapest price and they don't take the time to actually vet the contractors, and they end up getting burned a lot of times. So one would be, don't just go by price. And then two would be, take the time to one, look them up. If they don't have a business address, if they don't have an online presence nowadays, I mean, that's a red flag. The more reviews you can find online, the more, ask for some references. You'd be surprised if you call some of the references and they tell you bad things. I mean, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. Kind of common sense, right? I mean, 101, like
right.
If you're going to be hiring an employee, you probably do reference checks or past, employment checks. And if you're going to spend $1 million, like Crosby Park,
right.
Over $1 million in improvements, and you were hiring a separate contractor, obviously you guys are doing a lot of the work and overseeing it, but man, you got $1 million in the line. And if that thing even gets 10 or 20% out of whack, it really screws up your numbers big time just to have to bring in an extra $100,000 or $200,000. So simple reference checks sounds like, wow, that's really stupid simple. Yeah, it is. But the problem is most people won't do it, right? They
right.
won't make the extra effort. Show me your portfolio. Let me talk to some owners, some previous people that you've worked with in the past. Show me some of your work that you've done. Let me talk to them. Was it on time and on budget? Basic kind of questions that you can get verification from a third party.